Good afternoon, class. In today's class, we will be talking about noun. So, what is noun? Noun means the name of the place, person, or thing are called noun. So, in the example also, you can see his name is Robbie. So, in this example, in the first example, Robbie is name of a person, so that is noun. In second example, he lives in Kathmandu, so this is the name of the place, so that is noun. Likewise, he is very fond of dogs. Dogs is the name of the thing. So, in other words, we can say that nouns are the naming words. Similarly, in today's class, we will be talking about countable nouns only. So, what do you mean by countable nouns? The nouns which we can count are called countable nouns. Alright? So, see, have a singular form. Countable nouns have a singular forms and plural forms as well. Right? So, what are the singular forms of nouns? Singular forms of nouns must use a determiner. When you use singular forms of nouns, you must have to use determiner. For example, you can't say there is dog. You have to use the determiner. There is a dog, a cat, a house, a building. So you have to use the determiner for the singular noun. Like that, in the plural forms of the noun, never ever use determiner if you are talking about it in general. Alright? If you are specifying it, then only in the plural forms of noun, when you use it, when you make a sentence, you have to use determiner. Otherwise, if you are talking about it in general sense, never use determiner like a, an, the. Similarly, how to form plurals of the noun, countable nouns? Very simple way is to add s after the noun in the singular noun. For example, dogs, computers, we added s here. We added s here, right? To convert singular regular noun to change it into plural. Like that. Another way of changing noun, singular countable noun into plural noun is to add es in those words which end with x, ch, ss, s, and ss. For those words which end in these words, we have to use es after that to change it into plural. For example, fox ends in x, so the plural of fox is foxes. Class ends in ss, so the plural of class is classes. We added only es here. And similarly, sandwich, which ends in ch, so we added es to change it into plural. Similarly, the word ending in y, when we change it into plural, we have to add ies to change it into plural. While doing so, we have to deduct y. That is why I have used here minus sign, where we used plus sign here because we have to add es here. If a word ends in the letter y, we have to remove that y and add ies to change it into plural. For example, country, country, country. The word ends in letter y, so we have to deduct that letter y and add ies to change it into plural. For example, countries, canteens, copies, copy, copy. It ends in, the word ends in y, so to change it into plural, we added IES by removing Y. These are some of the simple ways of changing a singular noun into plural, singular countable noun into plural. Similarly, there are some irregular plurals as well. How to change them into plural? For example, person. The plural of person is people. Woman, A. The difference is here, A and E. So the pronunciation also differs. Okay, the vowel pronunciation. Woman for the singular and women for the plural. Similarly, man, A. Here is vowel that changes into E sound. So men for the plural. Fish, fishes, fish. And ship, SHEEP, ship. Alright, this is how we can change singular noun into singular countable noun into plural for the irregular nouns. Alright, similarly, how to make questions using noun. So how many is a quantifier. We are talking about quantity. Alright, so remember, when you develop such questions, you have to always think of this S sound. How many students, because you are talking about plural. When you talk about quantifier, how many, to make a question, you have to use, make sure that you pronounce S here. Similarly, do you verb have any pen? Do you have any, let's say, chocolates with you? Like that you can change. I can have some, can I have some biscuits? Can I have some chocolates? Can I have some, like, this is how you can blah blah blah. This is how you can ask the questions while using countable and uncountable nouns. Similarly, in today's class, I'm going to talk about quantifiers. Quantifiers used with plural form describe amounts. We use quantifiers with plural nouns to describe amounts. Alright? So here you go for the index from 0 to 10, 0 to 100. So first, no, don't, any. Okay? Can be used with countable nouns and uncountable nouns. For example, I have no money. I have no money. Right? It's a countable noun. I have no money. Don't any. I don't have any money. I don't have any money. Almost no. Almost no. A couple of. I have almost no money in my pocket. This is how you can use these words to form countable and uncountable nouns. Hardly any. I have hardly any things at my home. A couple of. I have a couple of pets at my home. Right? To talk about quantifiers, we can use these terms to change into, to use countable and uncountable nouns. A few refers very less. A few. I have a few members in my home. Or some. I have some. Blah blah. You can change. You can make the sentence like that. Lots of. To talk about more. To talk about quantity. Quantifiers mean to talk about quantity. Alright? Lots of. A lot of. Like that. Like there. You see? Quite a few. Quite a few. Tons of. To talk about a lot. If you have something in large quantity, you can use tons of. A bunch of. A bunch of. I have got a bunch of keys. A bunch of keys. All means to talk about the large quantity. This is how we learned about nouns in today's class. and please see my videos for further detail and prepare well for the classes. And in the class when we meet, I'm not going to talk about what is noun or types of noun in detail, whereas we'll be using flipped classroom model as a part of my master's M8 project, which is for University of Applied Science and Resources UARD. And this project, if it went well, I'll be using the same methods of teaching in the school in the days to come as well. So remember that in the flipped classroom model, your teacher is not going to deliver the content in the classroom, whereas he or she will be developing the video contents and sharing the things from the classroom like online platforms and like Google Classroom and all. So please watch those videos which I have sent you in the Google Class from Khan Academy, from Grammar Monster, from YouTube, some selected videos and all, and prepare well and see you in the class, and so that we can discuss more. Not we won't discuss the core ideas. We'll be doing more and more exercise or some projects there. Bye bye everyone. See you till then. Bye. We are going to talk about noun as we did before. More lessons on noun. And you know that if you want to speak better in English, you need to know noun properly. So this is the continuation of the same lesson, but I will be talking about different ideas on noun. So last time, concrete and proper nouns. We are going to talk about nouns, right? Concrete nouns means the name of the place, person, thing, animals, which we can taste, smell, see, feel, touch, and hear are called concrete nouns. For example, if you talk about people, a man, a woman, that is a concrete noun. If you talk about place, a city, a village are other examples of concrete noun. Similarly, if you talk about things, a cat, a marker are the proper nouns. So in another word, proper noun means those nouns which we can see, smell, taste, hear and touch. Right? In another term, proper nouns are also called concrete nouns. So let's talk about another type of noun, that is abstract noun. Abstract nouns are the ideas, concepts, feelings, like which cannot be seen, smell, taste, hear, or touch. Just opposite of concrete or proper noun, like love, honesty, sacrifice, truth. These are the abstract nouns. You cannot see or touch or feel love. You cannot see love. You can only feel, right? Honesty, we cannot see. These are the abstract nouns. So what is the difference between a common noun and a proper noun? Let's talk about it now. So common noun, for example, they are felt from the sense organs. Like a boy can be seen, a girl, a dog can be seen. Another difference is in proper common noun we have to use determiner. Determiner, a determiner is used. However, in proper noun we do not use determiner. Never ever do that. And always we have to know determiner in proper noun. And we have to capitalize when we write proper noun. For example, a team is a common noun. However, or whereas Manchester United, it's a football team. You are talking about a proper football team. So you have to capitalize when you talk about proper noun. But when you write a common noun, no capitalization. It has to be written in a small case. Alright? So let's go further. Since you have learned about Concrete or proper nouns, abstract nouns, common nouns, and difference between common noun and proper noun. Let's check our knowledge. Either you will be how to find nouns in a sentence to check about our understanding. So here is the example. Here we go. There are numbers of continents in this sentence. Continents is a common noun, whereas Antarctica is one of them. Antarctica is a proper noun. That is why it has been capitalized. Whereas continent is a common noun. That is why it is not capitalized. There are other nouns also. We will not talk about it, like them. I can see. Let's not talk about their pronouns. There, we will talking. I'll be talking about it in another lesson, in another video. Like that, it is covered by ice and surrounded by water. In the last sentence, you saw that ice. Ice is a common noun and water is a common noun. That is why it is not capitalized. So this is it for today. Check it out. So please, if you like to learn English more and improve your language, go through my videos, and alongside, please press like, comments and subscribe as well. Thank you so much. Bye bye. See you in the next video.